All right, what do you say we get started with some presentations? Yeah. All right, Thomas, come on up. Thomas made his way all the way from Florida to be here today. And Thomas is with AgerPoint. And you would like to use this one, or you want a handheld?
Use that one.
Excellent. So you know the rules. We'll have 5 minutes.
Okay.
And then we'll reset it and do a 5-minute Q&A.
Hi, everybody. How you doing? Okay, my name is Tom McPeek. I'm the CEO of AgerPoint. We are a company that does information management and inventory analysis for permanent crops. So anything that grows on a tree, vine, or a bush is the sector that we focus on. We make heavy use of remote sensing, data collection. You can see we have 2 primary means of doing data collection. We've got the small trucks and we've got the UAVs. Our business, the basic concept behind our business is a 4-legged stool. So we have field services, data processing, data hosting, and tech licensing. Between these 4, we address the entire life cycle of the plants associated with this particular space. So the methodology that we use in working with our growers is that we go out with our remote sensing equipment. We do a complete inventory of the crop that they may have. So let's say we're dealing with citrus or Florida oranges. And in that case, we'll go in, we'll do a complete count of the trees, we'll do all the metrics on the trees. We get the trunk size, tree height, tree canopy, tree density, the cultivar, as well as the presence of disease, using a variety of various sensors that I'll talk more about here in just a second. And this is a process that we filed patents on, I guess, in 2012 originally. So the overall process looks like this. We've got Grove Tracker, which is our central service. And from that, we service a number of different markets. So we've got consumers, real estate, banking, insurance, machine-to-machine control, commodities marketing, and specifically the farmers. That's where we started with a single citrus grower in Florida, and have kind of grown from there. And when we're working with the growers, that goes to a different level of granularity where we've got the entire life cycle of the plant. So from the time the plant's planted to the time it's finished, and everything in between, whether that's yield assessment or health or whatever. So the overall process looks like this. We go in with the UAV or with the truck. We use the scanners and spectral imaging to get all the information on the plants. Once we do that, we bring it back, we process it in-house. This is a SaaS solution, so we extract all the metrics, then we make those metrics available on virtually any device, whether it's a cell phone, a tablet, computer, whatever. And then from that, that can be used for a variety of things, which I mentioned earlier, could include machine control. So the data looks like this. This is a point cloud. Lidar, three-dimensional laser scanning is our primary sensor that we use. The bottom is a top view of a citrus grove in Florida. The top is a section cut through those trees. So our lasers penetrate through the trees so we can collect all those metrics on them. Once we get those metrics extracted, you can see that this is a GIS shapefile. We clicked on one of the trees, and all those metrics are associated with that tree. So it's a complete inventory of everything that's in that tree down to the GPS position with an accuracy of about 2 centimeters. So we can use that for guidance in a lot of different ways, which you see there on the left. Usually at this point, people say, well, why would a farmer care? This is why a farmer cares. We use this as a guidance system for the application of spray material in orchards. This sprays based on the location of the tree. Really simple concept. It sprays where there is a tree and it doesn't where there isn't a tree. Also sprays based on the height of the tree. As a result, we're seeing savings of 28% for our pecan growers in Georgia. That amounts to a savings of $1,920 per acre. Market looks something like this. Total of 380 million acres globally, or a $20.8 billion market. My team is myself. I'm originally a research scientist, went to Texas A&M University, Alan is my operations manager. Thomas is our geospatial director, and then we've got 2 growers that we really have been the foundation of everything that we do. In particular, Bill Barnes, who is a citrus grower out of Florida. One of the big projects we're currently working on is a research project with the institutions you see here on the left, and this is to do early detection of citrus greening. And using our methodology, we can not only locate the disease, but we can tell you exactly where the trees are within the grove. And that is it.
Let's do this one, if you don't mind. Excellent. Thank you, Thomas. So, okay, this is your opportunity to ask Thomas some questions. We've got 5 minutes. Ready, go.
Why do you specialize in citrus and not in apples or any other fruits or other things?
Is this one on? Okay. We actually do work on anything that grows on a tree, vine, or a bush. So yes, we do work with apples. We've actually worked with about, I guess, 19 different crops at this point, and apples are certainly one of those.
How many farms are using this now, and is there a certain acreage that you focus on, and how much does it cost?
We have growers that, our smallest grower is about 50 acres in blueberries. Our largest grower has 30,000 acres. So there's a pretty broad range. We've been at this now 3 years. We've had revenue the last 2 years, 100,000 in 13, 250,000 last year. And we've got a few dozen growers that are working with us currently.
Do you have any plans to integrate water availability?
To integrate what, I'm sorry?
Water availability? Water tables?
Yes, we do. We're actually working with a couple of folks here in California and looking at how we can integrate that information with the maps that we have. The nice thing is it's a great infrastructure to add additional layers of information to, whether that's weather or water or whatever. This gives us a totally different level of granularity than it's typically been available in precision ag because we go down to the specific tree instead of the farm.
I had a related question here. I had a related question. So
Yes.
as you talked about, there are many other ways that farmers used to get some precision data about their farms. So for example, there could be moisture sort of sensors and all of that. So how does your solution integrate with the stuff that a farmer may already have?
At the moment, everything is either GIS shapefiles or SQL databases. We're looking at moving into a non-SQL space, but at this point, those are the 2 platforms which both allow for high degree of availability for other information and integration.
Any questions back here, folks?
And more on the data management. Who owns
Yes,
the data? Or is that?
Who owns the data? Okay, raw data belongs to the customer that we extract the information for, the farmers. Any of the aggregated data remains the property of our company. So our work product is ours, raw data is theirs. Anybody else?
Thomas, I'll ask a low ball or softball for you. Are you raising money now, and if so, how much?
Well, that all changed this morning, so currently, no, we're not.
Well, congratulations, sir. You can go home now.
So are you strictly domestic, or are you looking to go international as well?
We are beginning to work international. I'll be going to Belize here in 2 weeks, going to Spain in about 4 weeks. So yes, we are beginning to reach out.
All right, about 1:30 left on the clock. Anybody else have a question for Thomas? Of course, the opposite side of the room.
Do you guys use weather data in your systems? And if so, which sources and how do you use it?
We're looking at a couple of different, we're actually being courted by 3 different weather providers right now, and we're trying to decide which one fits the bill best for us. So yes, we are entering into that space. We haven't selected which one we want to work with yet. Okay.
Anyone else? All right, Thomas. Oh, wait, yes.
Yeah, I was just wondering, what about drone fleet management? Is something that you handle directly, or are you outsourcing?
Currently, and I guess that's a really important question, the approach for data acquisition is twofold. One, that we're doing a percentage of that in-house to prime the pump, but we're really developing a network of licensees to do the data collection for us. Our specialty is how do you extract the stuff from that data. So we do have drones, we do have vehicles, trucks, mostly for demos, and we've got 2 or 3 providers here in the States that are doing stuff for us. We're getting calls from others, so ultimately we hope to develop that network well beyond ourselves.
Excellent. Thomas, thank you.